Welcome to the new MARIK Workshop from WBPL 76. This program is brought to you by Lady Red Productions, the Bear Digs Corporation, and a generous grant from the Night Owl Foundation. Why are you here? Cat, will you stop chewing on me?
I was in this building, but it wasn't made of brick or wood. It was flesh. The walls were pulsing like they were breathing, all pinkish gray with these thick blue veins running over them. And the floor, it was soft and wet, like stepping on raw meat. There's this constant squelching sound everywhere, and this deep, rhythmic thumping, like a giant, distant heart. I tried to call out, but my voice just felt swallowed by it all. I started to walk, and the floor would give under my feet. It was disgusting. I could see these tiny hair-like things embedded in the surface. And then I saw it, up ahead, in the middle of this organic nightmare. A counter with a register. Behind the counter, the wall just sort of rippled. And this pale, fleshy thing with what looked like fingers waved at me. This wet, muffled voice said,
"Welcome. What can I get for you?"
And then, as clear as day, I saw the logo above the counter. And the voice, all wet and echoing, said,
"Arby's, we have the meats."
No.
Frog.
Frog.
Mommy Squic. God damn it.
Mama Squic.
No. Mommy Squic. Crab.
Ooh, woo.
Why are you here?
I have fucked it up. I will be right back.
No! How?
I just hit myself in the balls with an iPhone.
Somebody quote that.
Grandma's.
Was that the penis banana mech thing again?
How did you find a way to make it worse?
Booty, batch all.
I thought Dick Unicycle was problematic, but...
Yeah, put on the maid outfit.
Stupid is the way you do things.
I would so download Pete.
The Otaku Overlord.
No, don't fucking ooh the BB's eye.
The f*** is Free Corn Thursday?
So, fun side note: if colorblind people can't see the contact mark, so.
Well, that was a thing that happened. Did you guys all see the meat walls too? Because I saw the meat walls and I was very unhappy. Not for perhaps the conventional reasons. After all, everyone has picked an orifice at one point or another and decided that this shall be that orifice which I use to speak to the world. My concern in this case, however, was more related to the "shut the hell up, loud car, some of us are yelling at the internet." Anyway, much like the car, sounds can emerge from a number of easily accessible holes. Some of them, however, are evidently square, which raises a number of additional questions. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, we have discovered the White Castle Mines, the home of the square patty mined square from the earth, with the flesh above. Not that it objects. After all, the creature beyond time and space is fully into it. So don't let that stop you. Just lubricate well, grab a pickaxe, and get to mining. This meat won't beat itself. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's the new MARIK Workshop. And I have received psychic damage, but don't worry. I've sent a bunch of cursed images to Para, most of which are not relevant.
Why? You know,
You're gonna
I
have
said
to be
it
a
to
lot
you.
more specific.
I said it to you. I said, Squic, make it worse. And I didn't know where you were going to go with it. And I'm not sure it's worse, but it's as bad.
No, that's... I think that might qualify as worse.
I'm helping.
The meats.
I'm just saying. Then
Mysterious
it,
meat mine. We've got the meat.
I wrote that, I think, over the weekend, and I sent it to BB, and she recorded it for me, and then Dux was nice enough to make it worse for me. And and Squic, I sent it to you, and I really appreciated the response I got from you. Do you remember what it was?
I don't remember what I said 2 minutes ago.
Then, very appropriately, what you said was, I had no idea where that was going from one instant to the next.
Oh, yes, that does sound like me.
Yeah. So, hi, everybody.
Ooh,
it's the new
Mystery
MARIK
Flesh Pit.
Workshop,
Hell
this
yeah.
place where we do stuff. Mystery Flit... No.
If that's not the name of a band yet, it will be.
oh, God.
Anyway,
it's a role-playing game system about a fictional national park.
Who are you?
Hi, I'm Digiman 619 of the Black Pants Legion, and I'm here to talk about stupid supposed magic cards I made.
And we're going to get there. Who else is here? Obviously, you're hearing this in Squic's voice.
You can't prove that. I could be using anyone's voice, and having ceded my voice to the internet, I now have full plausible deniability no matter what bullshit I might actually be saying. I wonder if I can stick this cup to the back of the phone. Oh, it's not magnetic.
You know, I could dig out my tablet so that I could have the soundboard. Guys, get Squic's microphone away from Squic's speaker. He's feeding back.
I'm not feeding back. I'm feeding forward. It's pineapple time.
Who else is here?
Nobody. Nobody else.
Nobody else is here, everybody.
Yep. No. I'm not here at all.
Well, and apparently that's every... Oh, wait, there is more.
I exist.
You exist?
I sit here. I am reeling from all of the things that have happened in the last 2 minutes. I am attempting to recover from the psychic damage that was inflicted upon me. And I'm doing this by holding a knife in my hand and carving at a hard piece of wood because, damn it, something's going to pay for what I had to hear.
Why are we looking at the holy toilet?
Yes, thanks for the tryptophobia link there, bud.
Yeah, Squic, why are we looking at this?
I don't know. I was doing psychic damage to you, but you've decided to share with the class.
Here, this is somehow worse.
Send them the battle toad.
I don't think that has structural integrity to hold water.
No, I don't think it'll hold water. On the other hand, it will hold anxiety. As will this. Fuck. Why so many unread messages?
No, that's my life. Don't worry about it.
It's called I don't know how to unsubscribe from things.
Like, it's perfectly normal. And the psychic damage is cleansed.
Oh, well, it's not cleansed. I'm just recovered.
Oh, loud car, shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Don't you groan at that. You love that.
I'm groaning because I didn't say it. I'm upset that I did not. Oh. I didn't know that Battletoads had a crossover, but that is the appropriate response on that larger entity's face. Now, the thing that worries me is the expression on the Battletoad's face, because that dude is way into this shit.
Squic, which Battletoad is that?
I don't fucking know.
Which
Nobody beat
Battletoad
that
is
game.
I think that's Waltz, but it's been years since I played that game.
Okay.
And I never got past the infinite level.
Samurai would like to posit that those are, in fact, Battlechodes.
Oh, I hate it.
Okay, very quickly, I want to address the lack of user submissions this week. I'm not going to take the blame for this. I'm, in fact, going to blame Astound Broadband, the people that brought you internet outage until 30 minutes before the stream.
Dude, you got to just... Don't make any excuses. Just go like, yeah, you're probably wondering why we don't have a bunch of stuff, and then you slam it back to the Gmail image.
I could just... I could go back to the commercial.
No.
That's true. Yeah, yes, enter the square meat hole.
Let's stay out of the square meat hole, please.
We have the meats.
Yes, and I'm here to get it.
You know, here's the hell of it is, I can't even make the old standby joke and say that's what she said because BB recorded that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so that's what she said.
No, Squic.
Yeah, I know. That's why I can't make the joke.
Squic, I would have you record that for me, with your echoey voice, so that we can just have a sound clip of "We have the meats" in a disturbing manner. Do you think you can make
The problem is
we do have an alert that we will lose a VIP viewer if we go back to it.
We'll see if she manages to stay awake anyway. That hasn't been a thing lately.
You're okay. All right, you're gonna
I'm
gamble
not going
that,
back
bud.
to it right now. I just want.
Yeah,
now, Squic,
I don't remember which one of these buttons does the thing, so we're gonna go on a quick walk. Is it this one? No.
Nope.
Is this? No, that's also not. How about closer? Closer.
Is it? Oh, I found it.
You found it, everybody.
Welcome to the meat hole.
We have the meats. Come on.
We have the meats.
Wow.
Perfect. That is fucking awful, and I love it.
You are seduced.
Samurai thinks he saw Square Meat Hole at the Durham Theater in '02.
He's right. They were opening for Butthole Surfers.
Of course they were. Okay.
Butthole
What?
surfers
What?
at
What?
the meat hole.
What?
What?
You
I
don't.
don't know. I'm turning that back off now.
Okay, Voxelforge, fuck you. I'm just gonna put this on stream so everybody can see why I'm suddenly like, fuck this. There you go.
Is it a picture of a dog? Ooh. Oh, it's the prequel to Warhammer.
Shit.
Inbox 20K.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have user submissions because of reasons. I do have stuff that we've been working on lately that I was quickly able to cobble together right before the show started. So that's my, I don't talk about it enough. I still like this logo Red made that has people's in it.
You should.
With with like a whirlin and a belt with a face on it, and a sleepy duck and a towelax.
Sleepy duck.
A tiny Squic sitting on my shoulder. A cookie on my
Whispering
apron.
bad words into your ear.
He's not whispering. He's yelling. My favorite
Always has
mech,
been, Howard.
and then like this weirdly svelte version of me. I'm willing to accept this. But then as I remember, when you get closer to it, you get Zorg Red, Marik Purple, Mad Duck Green, which is blue.
Yeah.
The Lady Red Works brush over here. The tiny pillow on your tiny Mad Duck's head. Isn't so cute.
Yeah,
There's so many amazing details in here.
There are. Like, look at...
By the way, he still has the mayor tag in his hat.
Yeah, well, it's been that long.
He has a Mayo tag.
That's true. Hellman's Mad Ducks. Okay, other stuff. Yeah, this is in the mix.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the sandwich. That was a good sandwich.
There you go, everybody. It was a good sandwich.
Definitely something that was made.
Okay. This is a thing I finished last night, and I have some. Hal, do you want to read that comment from Samurai real quick?
Yeah, toast.
So
now we can't do any more, or else otherwise Haywood Banks is going to.
Are we going to
hit us with a cease and
copyright
desist?
Strike? Damn.
He's going to hit us.
I
with
have
a
been.
cease and
It has been
desist,
requested. I go back to the toast. Here's the toast.
I've sent you another sandwich image.
Really?
Yeah. You're gonna have to scroll past some other stuff, but it's there.
God. The phrase "you're going to have to scroll past some other stuff" is worrying.
Yes, it is. Like this. I refuse to take.
No. No, you can't tell me what to do. You can't. No. I'm gonna.
You are now receiving questions about food. Reveal
is
your
it
food
buttered?
secrets.
Yes, because it's a grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh, it's a grilled butter cheese sandwich.
There's a lot of butter involved in the construction.
Now
It's Butterbee.
Oh.
Now, I haven't released this yet, but I know I've sent it to a couple of you where I have written up the SCP entry for Jim. And at some
I thought
point...
you were going to be like, I haven't released this yet, and then just slam it back and double for the Fart 5.
Yeah, at some point, thanks, Ether. Thanks for a nice number of bits.
Nice.
X number. At some point, I will release... I actually want to record that. I want to get a bunch of us together to record the SCP entry for Apocalypse Gym. I don't have a number for him yet. I'm not sure I actually want to put it in that particular wiki, but yeah. What else do I have? Okay, that was Sandwich. This was... Okay, I finished this up yesterday. This is the Pandarus.
So you open the Pandora's box and your reward is missiles?
In fact, it is extended range LRMs.
So long range
Very
missiles.
long missiles. And one medium laser.
And one cool. Yeah. You definitely need a full mech arm for one medium laser.
Are those VLRMs?
They are not vertical launch LRMs, no. Eriker would like
they
to...
are if it falls over.
Would like to suggest Apocalypse Gym is SCP-6969. I think the numbering's past that.
I think they're in the 7,000s now.
Okay. But yeah, I want to get it recorded, and I might want to get some like art for it, and like I've written it up. Hal, you've read it. Squic, I know I sent it to you. I don't know if you've read it. Did you? I think I sent it to you.
Yeah, you sent me. I actually read it. It was delightfully terrifying.
Excellent. Hal, did you have an opinion?
I hate Jim, and I wish you'd never come up with him.
Now, to be fair, I don't think I did.
To be fair.
This has been Hal, everybody. He's disinvited from the stream.
So I'm pouring a thing of Sailor Jerry now.
But Sailor Jerry.
That's
have we got
Admiral Nelson? That's Admiral Nelson's underling.
Or have we gotten down
cheap Admiral Nelson?
Have we gotten down
the cabin boy?
Petty Officer Jenkins?
That's the cabin boy.
Oh, look,
look. You know how a lot of alcohols have like a quality sign of quality on the front. In this case,
hey, Monkey Man, put this up in the scouter.
Okay, I'm just saying, Carl would have made that entire series.
I mean, Carl was already in it. That's Yajirobe.
Oh God.
I hate how much sense that makes.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And I'm pretty sure you could replace Chaozu with Meatwad.
I just listen.
Be about as useful.
Vegeta, there's no need to be talking to me like that, okay? Just leave me alone. I want my Action Frank doll, man.
Don't worry, you're gonna die within the first 5 minutes of the last episode you'd appear in.
So, does that mean that I get that
no.
free milkshake?
No. Okay, this is another thing I made. Look, everybody, I made the Igor. Everybody say, ooh, it's Igor.
Ooh, Igor.
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 Where's the Igorina?
There is a variant of it.
Okay.
So there you go. It has the two AC-10s instead of the 4 AC-2s. What else do I have? Okay, this is Mo's fault. And apparently I'm led to understand how, at least partially, your fault.
Well, if we're doing that, then Fuzzy gets fault as well.
Okay, Fuzzy, it's your fault too. So, care to explain?
Mo is apparently working on a WBPLW something, and there's Le Mime Terrible.
What else do we
have?
In
all of his...
Oh, yeah, there we go. There's that.
Don't. Yeah. That is some of the best legal advice, I think, that probably exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hard part is knowing when to apply it.
What else? Okay, then we have this.
Yep.
Yep.
I carved another gnome in an afternoon because I am making them for people. Anybody who says they like it that I meet personally, I am trying to make a gnome for them.
You're trying to
it is a
people?
It is a home gnome.
It's a home gnome.
It is a gnome for them to have at their home.
It's gnome-made.
Oh, I mean, when the end of the year comes, you're going to be well set. You're going to have everything in line for Gnomevember.
I'm not going to have enough blocks of wood to carve it with.
That's what reminds me. Every time you see the symbol, people talking about Santa's elves when they are very clearly gnomes.
Well, if we're going to dig into it, the movie Elf clarified that gnomes did not do a good job at it, so they are elves.
Okay,
are we accepting the movie Elf as Santa canon?
Yes.
Are we
so
not?
Apparently I have to go back through things. Oh, yeah, look, there we go. There we go. Now that Apocalypse Jim Gnome win, Surthan asks. How?
Why? No.
Gnome? Gnome?
Yes, that's correct. No. No, I'm not gonna. What? Look, as
Make
much.
Your own cult. Make your own cult you do.
Yeah, if you want to curse Totem, do it yourself.
You know I'm fully capable of that. And then it's fully capable of showing up at your house.
And it's fully capable of going in a garbage disposal.
It's printable. They can keep showing up. Griglak, son of Griglak, along with his best friend.
Frog. Griglak charge.
Wait.
Now,
wait,
dangerous to everyone around.
We did this.
I'm curious.
Frog. No, I don't have a mommy Squic ready. So, Griglak.
Griglak. What? Why does Griglak have handcuffs on? Yeah, there's Goat.
Goat.
WBPLW heavyweight champion Goat.
Is Goat. Okay.
Goat.
This tracks. Goat.
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 God, we're good
Goat.
entertainment. We sit here and we say things like goat. Le croc, says Zork99.
We still got 50 people watching this for some strange reason.
Yeah, listen, quote 50 is all I got to say about that. Okay, look what we've got now.
Cards!
Cards. I demand explanation.
Oh, they're used for a number of games wherein they stand in for items that may or may not have existed, but within the context of a fantasy world, allowing for a more directed gameplay experience between multiple players.
This is true. But this in particular is a lot of this was Lady Red's art because she does amazing stuff, especially the group shots she does for the whole the whole group donation stuff. And that would basically all that outfield. And a couple of things for other people, but yeah, each of these are some Legion who I've seen all of them, and I said I should make that into a card. Okay, people actually sent me the image himself before I made it into a card, and since I was recently going to move a printing order, I said, you know what, I should send some of these out and send them out. And as of this moment, all of them are currently on the way to their location.
Oh.
And here's Mo's nose.
Mo knows.
Okay, let's see what we've got here. We've got Maze Hughes, the Meth Weasel, who is a menace.
Yeah.
He is a menace.
Yeah.
I just need everybody to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Menace.
We have OK Mo, the Van Zant pirate.
Yeah.
Very normal.
We have Doc Who.
We have a first-time chat from Weregopher saying, the man rocks that cone,
He
which
does.
is correct.
He does.
That's true.
Ask him sometime about his pirating experience.
Yep.
Does it involve the cone?
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay, then we have Doc Who, legally a chef, who is in fact
Legally.
an elf druid.
Every single version of Doc I've made a card of is the same character who's canonically a chef, and that's why I keep making versions. Whenever they print a new one, I make a version of it that's Doc for just that one art.
That is
Whether I
perfect.
find it all keep doing recently and make a new version of this is that chef you all and a magic card form.
I can only hope that there are lots and lots of them.
Lots and lots of chefs.
Red, green, white. What a mix.
Handful of them I can think off the top of my head. I mean, the fun one to say is Asmo Anamortica Daichi Nakodakal.
Bless you.
Yes. Their name is so big, it literally cannot fit a mana cost on the card.
That's some unglued.
Digzilla strengthened I like that too.
Strength
Okay.
incarnate.
It was a joke in a flavor text from the original set. And people wanted this character to show up for years. And the whole thing, people were saying, like, no way you could print it, so name would never fit up. So basically, the card they did have a secondary way to cast all. But yeah, for name fits up the entire name ball of the card.
We also have Diggs the dinosaur with his 50 XL pit vipers.
I think that's...
Oh, yeah, they're dangerous.
Is...
The Great Diggs of
This is one of
the Great Diggs of Kamigawa.
This is one of the first ship post cards that posted in the arc, just never got around to printing it.
But
now...
Look,
now
it's Diggs and Gummy, bears.
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 I mean, I printed Diggs by himself. I printed Gummy by himself. I figured, I should put those new cards. I can do both of them because I have all of them sitting next to each other.
This is perfect. Also, they're playing the Cookie Machine.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Then here we actually have Squic, who, as opposed to Diggs, who is Strength Incarnate, we have Squic, who is Madness Incarnate.
Yeah.
It's not wrong.
No, it is not. Squic gives you no maximum hand size. Your hands can be fucking huge when you have Squic.
Big hands.
Like your hands.
Like the werewolf.
Your
or
hands.
The frog.
Yes, very much like the frog. That is better than what I was going to say.
And I hit the quote thing for things Squic had said in order to find a witty flavor text. And there's a lot. So I imagine that one.
Your attempt to filibuster has been noted. However, I have already hired physics.
Did it help?
Similar to helping.
And there's Dig's hat.
Dig's hat.
Happy
Dig's
Dig's
hat.
Day. And then we have Storm Song, Pony Extraordinaire.
It's one of those, when this card got revealed, the second I saw it, I was like, this is just Princess Celestia. Because she cares about her little ponies, because she buffs Pegasus, horse, and unicorn. Like, this is just Princess Celestia. So when I saw Big Storm Song, I'm like, oh, wait a second. Those are horse, pony stuff. I'm like, oh, there's that one I could do.
Okay, so this next one, I can see that this is Eeyore, but I'm looking at the actual name of it. Strong the Brutish Thespian. There's a story there.
This card is from the Fallout set. Because the whole thing was from I think Fallout 2, which was immediately before my time because I never really was much of a PC gamer back in the day. But he's basically one of the few super mutants that kept their mind working and didn't just go all madness with it. So the radiation helps him as opposed to the way it fucked up everyone else. Hence him gaining life from radiation counters.
Okay, very quickly, I just want to read the thing that lovely wife Carr has dropped into chat. So so everyone's aware, in case the stream suddenly ends, it's apparently because we are in the path of 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts and hail of over an inch in diameter. So, yeah.
You know what that hail is?
A hail of a thing?
Girthy.
Hail, yeah.
Captivating crew. Creature.
See, I was going to say
not
hail,
human.
hail the gang of all heal.
What the heck do we care? What the heck do we care?
Oh, let's just hope that after I've had all the work done to the inside of the house, that all of this doesn't decide. Fuck your cars, also your roof.
This group of college will basically this was my Pathfinder campaign where we went into Skulls and Shackles. It was a pirate campaign, and one of the people in Osobo's husband is a artist, so basically one of them commissioned him for this art. And basically the whole gimmick was it's standard fantasy thing, but like happenstance, none of us rolled a human. So when I got a version of a card, which was just the crew, and I made sure it had a human creature, I crossed it out. Like I thought the game rules can kill as a human, but as a nod to the art and the characters, none of them will.
I do like the fact that King Shark, who for the record is a shark, is back there.
Oh yeah,
that
was Keely. He was all brute. He liked to literally swim under ships and rip the hull out of them.
You know, it's a good gig if you can get it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a niche market, but if you can get the work, it's really fulfilling.
You can corner the market on tearing ships apart with your bare hands from underneath.
I played the tiefling on the right when he was looking over the map, and I was the ship doctor / cook because I was playing a thing where I could do alchemy, making magical food. I was the only good character. Everyone else is some flavor of neutral or lawful evil. It's like whether I was the moral center of the ship.
That's terrifying.
It's always daunting whenever that happens, isn't it? It's because you're like,
a bit, yeah.
No, it's an opportunity.
Especially when the shark wanted me to cook people. Like I'm not doing that.
Oh well, yeah, that would be a problem.
Scrooge McDuck, trillionaire, dwarf warlock.
This one, this is my 7th of a planned 8 of basically I want to get 8 commander decks because I got as a gift actually a archive case that held 8 deck cases. I'm like, okay, I'll make cards that. And this one I was trying to balance things out, but I want to make sure all the color pairs showed up at least an even number of times. So it wasn't, there are 5 green decks in this and none of them are blue or whatever.
Now I do have to ask a question. As long as you are building DuckTales sets, I'm really hoping that there's like an instant in here somewhere, and I don't care what it is. Maybe it's an enchantment. Enchantment would make more sense. that gives some kind of bonus to a creature. That's just called Blathering Blatherskite.
No, I forgot about that. It's one of those because I didn't
There's
have
still time.
Okay, fine. We'll make one. I'll have to put it as a big. But basically, this one was based more around the 2017 version of DuckTales.
Oh, yeah,
which is amazing, by the way.
Yes,
if you haven't
and
seen it, you should.
Gizmo Duck is in the second or third season.
Yeah, but he doesn't press down his catchphrase in that
He
one.
does. He absolutely does. That's how he activates the armor.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, when we see him, he's already in the armor or not in the armor at all.
But he does say it. It is there.
True, and I will make sure to make one of those and print one out for it.
We also had a Negaduck in there, but we won't go over that because that was one episode. And,
Negaduck was
Jim
so
Cummings
good.
had fun with that.
Did with him, and it is a travesty they didn't get a full season to expand on it.
Yeah, that was a fun show.
Because then Darkwing would have showed up, right?
Now, he was already in third
season. Did show up.
Yeah.
No, see, I haven't watched the new one.
Negaduck was in it, bro.
It's really good.
Like Negaduck
I just said I haven't. I didn't say I won't.
But my point is,
we are not arguing about DuckTales.
They were half super excited walking the franchise and half terrified they're going to fuck it up. And so much lore is referenced in that cartoon.
Also, you get the moon theme from the NES game.
That becomes plot relevant. The point well, there was going to be a scene basically Fenton was going to be whistling to himself, and the actor in Lin-Manuel Miranda hummed the moon theme. And actually, we have plans for that. Don't do that one. So yeah, moon theme relevant. And here, the pork toaster.
The pork toaster, everybody. Mad Ducks, I hope you're in chat so that you can bear witness to the legendary artifact that is the pork toaster.
But yeah, I've said this before, and a reason I printed so many of this thing because I like to send cards out to people in the Arcs and the Legion. It's been 5 months since I last sent something out, and like 3 months before that. If you want one of these, I will send you one. Just contact me on the Arcs, and I'll send one your way. It's been long enough that I've had people who said, "Oh yeah, send me things." I've gotten return mail from it because they moved and they didn't mention anything.
I just want to make a point real quick. This card is Storm Song's fault somehow.
That is amazing. All of these are extremely ballin'.
I don't even remember where I got that. It's one of those I did. Someone gave me that art. I said, I jokingly said, must not make a shitpost badge card out of it. Then I believe it was Night Owl who dared me to do it. So I said, okay, fine, fuck you, I'll do it.
Now, I really like your attribution of the artist down here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
the artist is unknown. I don't want to look it up lest I be put on some sort of list.
That's good call.
Yes, Storm Song. I'm blaming this card's existence on you.
Yep.
Now, whether or not it's your fault, I'm claiming it is. And yes, that is big
exactly
titties
that
Xenomorph.
I'm not sure I'd blame him. I'd probably blame Crispy more than... Because this is right up Crispy's alley.
This is one of those times when I sit here and I go, was the internet a mistake?
Now, Storm Song is accepting that I am blaming him for this. He says, big gothy mommy monster. So, and Samurai posits that this is the stewoof that nightmares are made of. Now, that's MAID, made of. Then we have Megas XLR, who is an artifact vehicle.
One, again, one of the very early ones I did with Crispy audit. That one was like, oh, I never got around to printing that one. And I think I don't know. I think I have to actually send that one out to Crispy as well.
It's perfect. And then up here we have Diggs and Gummy. So
yes,
we have. Look, Cookie.
What? Oh, yeah, there it is. This is I did this with watercolor pencils, and it's I was working on color and value, and I put the eye on my face in the wrong place, but that's me and my mama.
Cookie, I'm going to be honest. I didn't know watercolor pencils were a thing.
Watercolor
Yes.
pencils are a thing, House Car the Black
They
Pencil
are
Agent.
so cool.
You can, in fact, use them to create things like rust effects and weathering on miniatures.
They are so cool because you can, like it's basically watercolor in a stick.
In a stick.
In a stick.
Yeah.
In a
Stick color.
stick.
Stick color.
Yeah.
Color stick. What else do I have?
I mean, that's all famous when you think about it.
Guys, we made it through the whole thing, and it's before 10 o'clock on my time. Bruh.
Yeah, that doesn't sound
so
right.
It's even too early for us to make.
Anyway,
I
I've
have a
sent you more
story
things
to tell,
because I'm a
but you
helper.
could start painting or whatever. But I have a story to tell today.
Squic, what the actual fuck am I supposed to do with this? Like, what in the fuck am I supposed to do with the egg salad sandwich machine?
You put in $1?
No. No, I've seen that episode of Futurama.
We've got $1. We've got $1. We've got $1. Hey, hey, hey.
Look, what do you do with it? That's not my business.
I don't. Okay, now I can get behind 5 pounds of clarified butter.
Are you? That's clear? That's clear. Yes.
Now it does say 5 pounds here. That is clearly a 5-gallon bucket.
No, that is like a 2.5-gallon bucket. It was tiny, but it was still a bucket.
This was real?
Yeah.
This isn't a Photoshop. You encountered
I could have paid money for that.
Now, I do want to make note of here for everybody, and especially Storm Song, for all you people in chat, that little U with the circle around it down in the corner. This is kosher.
Oh, that's my kosher drinking butter.
Yeah.
Clearly. I mean,
oh God, I just gained 10 pounds hearing that statement.
I mean, if you're having like corn on the cob, you don't want to go all the effort of actually rubbing the butter on it. You might as well have some liquid on it.
Deep fried corn on the cob in clarified butter.
I did.
This is just stuff Squic is sending me, everybody. Just
wait, hang on a second. Hang on. Go back to the butter for just a second.
Really?
Hey, honey, could you come here for just a moment, please?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, dear.
Lovely wife, I hope you're watching this so that you can bear witness to farmer-owned Land O'Lakes since 1921 performance dairy clarified butter. Net weight 5 pounds. That is to say 2.26 kilograms, and it's kosher. 5 pound. No, Mo, this doesn't qualify as a tub. This qualifies as a tank at this point.
That's a bucket.
No, this is a tank of butter solid. No, not even solids, because the solids are out of it.
Butter liquid.
Squic, what the fuck? Stop it! Stop!
No.
Stop.
What if I found more
Why
things?
pizza dog?
Because it was in my picture roll. I don't know where this came from.
You showed it from your phone.
I don't see how that's relevant.
Squic, what am I supposed to do with this little known fact about Jack the Ripper?
Distribute it to the people?
Well, I guess there are now 50 some odd people that know something they didn't before.
Yeah, the people's fact.
This is the deep Metal Gear Solid lore then, huh?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Here's the stream. Look, here's my desk. We're going to paint something.
Wait, Para.
Okay.
No.
I'm now prepared. Please go back to the thing that I requested earlier.
What thing? I can't read.
The butter thing.
I went back to the butter thing. Then you didn't
I
say
know.
anything.
I'm asking you to. I know that because it wasn't. We weren't prepared.
You went to the
Please
butter
go
thing
back
at the
to
wrong time. They need more butter.
Fuck's sake.
Please.
There.
That's not it. No, that's not.
More pictures of spaghetti.
Stop it.
What do you have to say to that, darling?
This is not my fault.
Butter.
What is the butter performing?
No, this is apparently a real product you could buy.
It's from lot 124 424 12700 12:08. It is Best Buy the 31st of January this year. So you ran into this a while ago.
Gallon bucket of clarified butter.
And
what does
kosher.
that make you think?
Archon Erica says butter. I hardly know her.
It's incredibly useful.
But that's not what you want to say right now, is it?
I don't. Well, what I want to say is, I want to go to like West Wing and do CJ butter.
Okay.
My power level ain't none of your friggin' business,
I'm also
spaceman.
stuck on Performance Dairy.
Performance Dairy.
Performance Dairy, everybody.
That is Shakespeare butter, is what that is.
Performance Dairy sounds like the cows are the ones acting Shakespeare then.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna get out of this.
Anyway, I have a
so
story for you.
Staggeringly pointless.
Give me a second. I can do worse.
Can I tell my fun story?
Yes. Well, I find
So
something
I
to
was
hurt
working with
Squic.
small children today, and we were playing with moon sand, aka kinetic sand, and so they decided to clean it. Gotta clean up, gotta wash your hands. And I was helping one student, and I turn around, and the other two have somehow unscrewed the faucet of my sink.
Wow.
Oh no!
Like
That's
unscrewed the
impressive.
actual, the faucet of my sink.
The faucet.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that was the thing.
What the faucet?
No.
Yeah,
what the faucet?
No, very quickly. Squic, I have something for you. Are you ready? You're not.
Yes.
Okay.
Send it.
Okay. Well, here we go.
Like anywhere. Oh, okay, there. Yes. Have you seen the bolt action, bolt on, quote, upgrade, end quote?
In fact, I have. There you go, everybody. Flint Glock is real, and Flint Glock can hurt you.
I want it to be double barreled.
It's one of those, it probably will hold you for backfire on that thing.
It'll probably be fine.
You know, the thing that gets me about it is this isn't the dumbest version of this.
That is both terrifying and... Oh, wait, no,
this
that's
is
a
the dumbest
Glock
version
lower.
of it.
No, so that is Glong compatible.
This is from Horseshoes, Hot Dogs, and Hand Grenades.
In burst fire mode.
There you
Interesting
go, everybody.
choice.
There's the Flint Glock. It's short recoil, tilting barrel. Is it California compliant? I assume not.
No, because it wouldn't be on the list.
Well,
in order for you to get it, doesn't it have to be on the approved list?
It does. I was going down two different paths. There was, like, I believe the Glock 3rd gen is largely approved, but that's not going to cover the 18.
Here's the 12 Gluge.
Ah, yes. I like this, but I'm a bigger fan of the Pop Top 12 gauge 1911.
I don't think there is a match Glock or a wheel Glock. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, now I will get past the distractions, and now we will paint.
Oh, they could have the toggle Glock.
The toggle Glock.
Wow, that camera's at an angle.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. It's also reversed.
Yes, it is. That's on purpose. So that it's, not just like at a weird angle. So when I hold something like this, you can actually see that I'm...
Yeah, it feels like I'm being hung from the ceiling above your desk.
The P's are upside down.
You're upside down.
Is that good?
I don't know, is it?
The leg.
All the blood runs to his head.
Human leg.
There is no leg, only Zool.
Leg.
So, Squic, I have to admit, I'm really impressed that you found the cut content from the original soundtrack from Showgirls.
What? What the fuck have I missed? What?
What?
Shut up.
Okay,
I don't like you
have
anymore.
8 minutes to explain us or ain't.
Okay.
No one can explain 8 minutes of Usher-Ain't. No one can explain Usher-Ain't in all of 8 minutes.
You must experience it for yourself.
Look, no, I'm not
So
helpful at all.
here's the challenge. Squick, I need you to take 8 minutes to explain Usher-Ain't.
I'll give myself a drink.
Is a game. Like
now I
many
need you to
others
fill 8 minutes.
that the humans play. It can be used as a party game or a social event. Something to allow the greater sum of smaller groups to come together and celebrate things, to pit their appreciation of the future against each other and wager the occasional piece of goob. Now, this is not goob in its original incarnation, nor is it the second generation goob. This is the third generation goob, available exclusively to the streaming audience.
Of what channel?
Why, of this channel, of course, at WBPL 76.
Now, for those of us that don't know, what is WBPL 76, Squick of the Black Pants
Well, it's the channel where you can get goob.
That's true.
But only third generation goob.
That's right.
The first generation was an entirely in-house, bespoke product. Very powerful.
Very exclusive.
Second generation. Yeah, the second generation, far more common, less destructive, but third generation.
Still closed house on that second gen, though.
Third generation is minted exclusively at twitch.tv /WBPL 76.
Third generation goob.
What the way got popular with friendship and goob.
Third generation goob is what happens when you move away from the gold standard to the goob standard.
Oh, but as von Falkenstein points out, second generation goob is still available at the courtesy flush.
Ooh.
Oh.
This is dangerous information.
Now, I thought second generation goob died with G1 buttbot.
See, here's the thing about that goob is recently doubloons of second generation goob were found in a shipwreck off the coast of Florida.
Oh.
Order now. Get your precious goob so that it doesn't collapse when the economy does.
These are.
Wait, didn't we have like an entire channel just dedicated to fraud?
No, we had the banking channel. It's totally different.
Yeah. Oh, and if you'll recall, I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember, Legionnaires were to remember this. Goob used to be backed by something real.
Good thoughts.
Two-hole magma.
Ooh.
I believe that was
used to be
second
backed
generation
by two-hole
goob.
magma.
Like original goob was happy thoughts to crime.
It's true. Well,
but
it's a hell of an exchange rate.
That was at least the public version of it. I don't know if there was like a closed shop like prototype goob.
Ooh, proto goob.
Proto goob.
As long as there was no goob script, then we're in good shape.
Scroob.
Anyway, no, that was the guy who made the deck about, wasn't it?
Yes, Scroob McGoob.
I mean, stripping and goob makes a lot of sense when you think about it.
I've just added great value pineapple chunks pineapple juice to my thing of Sailor Jerry, and we're going to go on a magical adventure together.
Why?
It probably didn't hurt it.
It's like you're trying to chug a carburetor.
And pineapple's awesome.
Also,
not if it's in your carburetor.
That's true.
Pineapple's my favorite fruit. It fights you on the way down.
Yeah, pineapple is one of the few foods that will try to digest you before you digest it.
It will try, but go ahead, Cookie.
It is May, the first week of May, so it is Teacher Week. My birthday is, or my anniversary is Friday. My birthday is Saturday, and Mother's Day is Sunday.
And also, Hal, I believe Jonathan Colton had a song about it, didn't he?
Oh, the 1st of May. 1st of May.
Yeah,
he did indeed.
What happened
Cookie,
on the 1st of May?
I'm very happy for you, but I am in flavor country.
Population Squick. I believe Squick's drink is currently trying to digest him.
So I have a question for Squick.
It could be Walter Captain Dalton, though.
Squick, in this moment of intense flavor, what can you use goob for?
Well, that depends, dear viewer. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Because, really, the answer to that is very much the same question. It is a unit of value of currency. It is available for trade. It can be used to influence the outcome of very specific events. It is a medium of exchange, primarily used for joyous occasions, and, most critically of all, it can be used to influence those you view, requiring them to pet animals that they have found on your behalf. That is the true power of the goob power. Now, it can be used for other things, this is true. But let us face it, at the end of the day, uranium can do a lot of stuff, but it's mostly the fact that it can be a glowy rock that intrigues us. It is not any one application. It is all of the applications. Much like radium, which is available in a powder for reasons related to not confectionery. Probably. You think they'd sell me a uranium cake?
Yes. They would
Could I
sell
make
you
it
something
yellow?
that they called uranium cake.
That's
at least.
not what yellow cake is supposed to mean.
Well, I don't care what it's supposed to mean. I'm going to add eggs. I own a blender.
You know, I think that's what I'm going to do for somebody's birthday, is get a cake with yellow frosting on it, and then just the periodic symbol for uranium on the top of it. I got you yellow cake uranium.
All right, so the Osirate has been loaded. Please.
What? Oh, no, I still have my countdown. I've got, like, many seconds left to explain this, because we're still ongoing.
Now, very quickly, I just want to go ahead and add on here.
I'm
While
sure you
Squick is
would.
talking about fungibility, in 2004, in
No,
collaboration
they got mushrooms that
with
eat
Kenneth
radiation
Waltz, Robert Art published a book called The Fungibility of Force, which is very, very similar to
That's
the
just Star
fungibility of goop.
Star Wars funges the shit out of the Force.
What? Why
Listen,
are you all
the funny
eating?
thing in Star Wars is the stormtroopers.
Why are you guys eating with fungible utensils?
Because you
we
can
didn't
spend
wash them.
You can spend them.
Do you have to keep unique utensils for every single one?
You're
Yeah,
going to
they're
tell me
paper.
that you're going to tell me you didn't actually read the book, The Fungibility of Forks?
Listen. Shut up.
The point is that when it comes to Osirate, you're about to have some options. Pick the right one and win, pick the wrong one and lose. Yeehaw, let's go.
Now, to be fair, the name of the book was The Use of Force, Military Power, and International Politics, but one of its...
Where did they put the commas?
There were no commas. In fact, there was a colon.
Oop.
Interesting.
Mini Hulk Mech says, hi all, I keep forgetting the daylight savings time made this start 2 hours earlier.
I would like to make the
time you
point that
engaged.
this is like the first time in 3 weeks I've gotten to do this, so you caught us on a good night.
Yes. Now it's time for daylight spending.
Did we do it? Was daylight saved? Did we manage it, everybody?
Are you
Is
about
daylight
enough
gonna
dude
be
to save the
okay?
daylight?
Is it all right?
You know what else we've done here? We've
best.
not only
Stop!
yeah, that's about the size of it.
We need to stop saving daylight. Daylight is fine. I would be a
Daylight
happy,
is
happy
faking
camper.
its crisis and just, exploiting people for pity and money.
Are you telling me that daylight is an attention whore?
Yes.
Daylight is an attention whore.
There you go, everybody. Daylight's an attention whore. Grimos, we said it 3 times. That means it's a quote now.
Grimos is in testing mode and is offline.
Grimos. If I say his name 3 times, he has to show up like a fairy, right?
That's not how any of this works.
Handycam.
That's also not how this works.
That is a different website.
Different hemispheres. One goes forward, the other one goes back.
Hey, listen.
Oh, well,
You're a hemisphere.
Sure. You're a towel.
Squick, I need the complete history of the Dodge Hemi engine.
Oh, it's like a snake's genitalia.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm busy looking at the yelly man pointing at the fish, and the fish is rotating.
Much like Plucky Duck, daylight go down the hole.
Daylight go down the hole,
The-
everybody.
Daylight go down the hole.
Why is
You know
the fish
what?
rotating?
I tried to get my kids to say that when they were young, and the only response I ever got was, "Daddy, no."
I am
I was
now
like,
reminded
"Ugh."
of something that my son said today. And I hope Lovely Wife is still in chat because she was the one that told me this happened.
Wait, now there is a spinning roach.
What's the problem?
Why is the roach spinning?
Because roaches spin.
But the fish is flat and the roach is
Especially when
not.
Listen, listen.
Especially when the cat.
You asked too
especially
many
when the cat
questions.
gets a hold of them.
You asked too many questions. Now, today, my son got in the car after school, and he told his mother all the things that happened today, including one very important thing about, apparently, in first grade, they were learning about the election of the Pope.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he was able to tell her that the Pope was elected when all of the robins got together and made a vote.
All the robins.
All the robins.
So does that mean that you have to have apprenticed under Batman to elect the Pope?
Yeah.
Well, it also means that if the Pope comes out and sees his shadow, it's 6 more weeks of winter.
Grand Pope Day.
What?
Pope Hog Day.
But someone
Pope Hog Day.
mentioned that the new Pope is from Chicago, so there is a non-zero chance he's had my lord.
Yeah.
At no point
I've
have I
heard that a few
requested
times
or
today.
desired images of the Pope's hog.
Have you seen the Pope Mobile? The Pope Mobile is pretty swell.
Why is the toilet spinning?
Squick.
Well, what happens when you flush?
Squick, does your toilet not spin?
I have
Oh,
a
okay.
non-rotary Earth-indexed model in order to preserve stability of the localized municipal plumbing
Oh, no.
system.
Okay, I am
because I am
reminded.
considerate.
I am reminded that, in fact, while we're bringing it up, if you're in the southern hemisphere, the toilet spins as opposed to the water.
Yes,
Is that how it
tracks.
works?
Oh,
I
okay.
thought that
I've
was
always
just like
been.
the Australian standard. We've got American standard. I thought that was Australian standard.
Well,
It's-
yeah,
it's
that's the
good to
southern
know
hemisphere. Like
because-
they export it all over the southern hemisphere. You know, in Antarctica, at the research stations in Antarctica, they had to work really hard to make sure that the toilets could spin freely in those temperatures.
Oh, sure, but when I export all over the southern hemisphere, I have to go change my pants and take a shower
I mean,
and not eat another curry.
So who was it?
Oh, yeah.
Who was what?
What?
We have wait, no.
Yeah, what was the
What?
quote?
what? Oh
I
shit!
don't-
I forgot we did Us or Ain't.
I think he forgot. I think Night Owl forgot because it's still ongoing.
This is a
God,
very
we're so
long
good
vote.
at this.
I think he was waiting for us to shut
He
up.
was busy
Oh,
creating.
you're gonna be waiting a while, buddy.
Here
Okay,
we
right.
go.
Quote, quote,
Quote,
34, 34.
Gasp!
Alas.
Say it, Cookie. Say it, Cookie.
Move over, cowmans. Give all that loot.
The Cookie Mama, Diablo 2, Resurrected. It be us.
That's like 2 weeks in a
Us.
row.
Us. I have made Goob 2 weeks in a row.
Nice.
Squick,
'Cause
did you
I don't-
have any goob to bid this week?
I kind of got lost in spending 10 minutes talking mad shit.
How is that different than normal?
Well, normally I do it naturally, but
Oh.
in this case it was like
Wookie won some major goop. You'll
Sometimes
have
it's
more.
not mad shit, it's just merely peeved shit. So you have to take what you get.
That's true.
Wookie won some major monies, so he can bet on Sunday night again.
Yeah.
nice.
Welcome
nice,
to
nice.
Planet Goobulon 9.
Goob.
Here's the thing. Wookie has something he's going to pay very close attention to on Sunday.
Yes.
Squick is lure
Yeah,
of the planet.
considering it's my weekend and it's going to be me against him.
Yeah.
Squick is lure of the planet. Oh god, I've lost it. Omicron
Sorry.
Goobuli 8.
Omicron Persei.
Goobuli. Omicron Goobuli 8.
Yes.
Stop, Willie.
What? I didn't. What?
No, Willie did it.
8675309.
We all know who will have to win. Yeah, you have to let the Wookiee win.
Well, no. Here's the problem. That assumption is that Beeple-chan listens.
That's true. Beeple-chan listens to no one.
Beeple-chan doesn't speak the language.
Inside her head. And oh yeah, the math that somebody better.
No, that makes sense. No, guys, that's why she teams up with the mime.
She does.
No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
Well, fighting them relentlessly is a kind of teaming up.
Gonna win this fight.
I mean, they're both in the ring, but
yeah.
Ooh.
So it's them against the ref.
Ooh.
I don't think it works that way.
Da 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 da. Ooh.
Oh no. Did Mentos get in the ring?
Yes. Mentos,
Man.
the wooer.
Mentos,
I
the
was
mind
given
taker.
some mad people drugs. Absolutely.
There you go, Parallax. There's your next commercial is Mentos the Mind Taker.
God, that involves too much music. I'm not going to do that.
Oh, that's cool. I can beatbox.
I do wish that there was a way.
No, please tell us about this beef boxing.
Slap meat. Hal, that joke was for you. I hope you appreciate it.
I do appreciate it.
I'm gonna get a sponge. I'll be right back.
Okay, so I do wish that there was a way that we could use it without getting copyright strict, because Danhausen's music would just be perfect for so many things we do on this channel.
No, it's cool. It goes like this.
It's raining.
It goes down.
Phase that I said, oh, that's the perfect song for this, except being copyrighted to hell.
Yeah.
The Looney Tunes "What's Up, Doc" would have been perfect for Doc's cooking show, because it literally says "What's up, Doc? What's cooking?" and it's just right there. But
You're gonna hurt someone with that old shotgun, Doc.
But we get like copyright struck instantly, so best not to.
Nothing gets to you. Staying fresh,
I'm going to
staying
get
goob.
a sponge, says Parallax, before returning with a mysterious egg.
Sponge.
And also shouting that it was raining. So
it is
Parallax
raining.
wets his sponges outdoors.
Listen, rain's important.
Explain
Parallax,
the egg.
Parallax locally.
It's a sponge. It's a makeup sponge. It's a
Do
blender.
not woo the sponge.
Parallax naturally sources his sponge water.
Yes.
Mentos, the mind killer, the little death that brings total oblivion.
I will not have. I will have fresh breath. I will let it pass through me.
The stinky, the halitosis will disappear, and only I will remain.
There it is.
And then I will ride a skateboard.
Sponge. I don't have my airbrush set up, so we're doing this. Sponge. This is faster than dry brushing.
Sponge.
God, we're dumb.
What's this wee stuff, Kemosabe?
You were helping, asshole.
Yeah, I
When it
know.
comes to like Duel of the Fates, the weirdest version of that ever heard was from like I believe it was like one of the weird PS1 games, like Super Bombad Racing. You look that up, it sounds like klezmer music. It's like some guy wanted to have the Star Wars son feel happy at the bar mitzvah. That's what that rendition sounds like.
Okay, wow.
It's Boonta Eve, everybody. Quick, it's Boonta Eve. What are you celebrating?
Not being in a place that celebrates Boonta Eve.
Okay, I'm going to accept this.
Does Boonta Eve imply the existence of Boonta Adam?
Look, a lot of people got fucked on that race.
Tell us about it.
It was a case of intergalactic price fixing.
No, I want names.
Well, it was Ben Quadranero.
No,
that was either a self-own or deliberate industrial sabotage. We have no proof that any of those bots were his or team affiliated.
I wasn't expecting you to actually come up with a name there. I'm almost impressed. Now, Squick, do you think you could ask Greg Thunderpunch about this?
Oh, God. Right, because they've given the GPT the ability to remember some bullshit.
Oh, excellent. What do you mean, Squic?
Wait, what happens if you implore the GPT to forget?
It does, asterisk and allegedly.
You shouldn't. There are things that you now know that you shouldn't for your own health. You need to forget. And it will say, I'm sorry, Squick, I can't do that.
Gemini can never undream Meat Hallway.
If you want to know that real version of Duel of the Fates, I have posted it in the chat.
Okay, what am I asking? Greg Thunderpunt or Thunder Greg Hamfist?
I want to know about the tragedy of Boonta Eve. No, my sponge.
That's a tragedy.
I was going to say, I think that is it.
Sponge. My chair makes noises.
And the problem is, if something goes wrong with a sponge, you can't let anyone know. You have to expunge the data.
Oh my god.
Sigh.
Yeah, you're just mad because you didn't say it.
Shut up.
A little bit.
I can't wait for Greg to tell us all. By the way, I'm working on my Pandaris mechs here. The Pandaris is I believe it's a mech.
Oh, those are the dudes from World of Warcraft.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
You are at least like the third person to say that.
That's because I'm funny and other people hear my jokes before I do.
I knew better than to say it.
I think this was a mech from like the 3060s that was supposed to be like started off as a proposition for an Omni mech, but the Perseus already existed. So then they decided to just make a standard battle mech out of it, but they only had the money to use mothballed Orion chassis. So they did that, and then it became a test bed for the extended range LRM. So there are 3 ELRM 10s and a medium laser on these things.
I submit that they are not LRMs, they're VLRMs.
They're very long.
What in the goddamn...
Yes.
Guys,
what
machine wrote things?
Yes, you asked for
Do you
it.
wish to hear from the plagiarism device?
Yes.
He didn't ask for it. You made him ask that.
Listen, he has free will, ostensibly.
You asked it. You can't.
I'm eating
unask
this
it.
pineapple with my mouth.
Well, don't worry. The pineapple is eating your mouth with its bromide.
All right, let's get into it.
Get into it.
Boonta Eve. Tragedy, triumph, and taco rollers. You want to talk history? Pull up a crate of off-brand energy drinks and listen close because Thunder Greg is about to drop some hot historical ham on your brain pan. The Tragedy of Boonta Eve, a microwave history special. Point 1. Boonta Eve started as a celebration of victory.
I want to stop here real quick. It's a microwave history. It remembers that bit, huh?
Yeah.
Because Greg Thunderpunch Cock, whatever his name is, Greg Thundercock started off as a personality dedicated to cooking in hotel rooms.
When Greg Thunderpunch Cock is
Greg
the best version,
Punch.
I think.
Greg Thundercock Punch.
One of them is the werewolf, the other is the toad.
Why would you do this to me? The toad asked the werewolf. It is my nature.
Said the werewolf.
Wait, does that imply that the werewolf jumped at the toad dick first?
Local werewolf says, ooh, ooh.
No! Okay. Boonta Eve started as a celebration of victory. Some big shot hut named Boonta Hestilik Shadru ascended into godhood, which, in Thunder Greg terms, means he got so swole he evaporated from reality. Point 2. It became a festival of speed, fire, and totally unregulated pod racing on Tatooine. Think NASCAR meets medieval jousting, but everyone's cheating and nobody has brakes.
So NASCAR.
3. The tragic part. Anakin Skywalker wins the race. He gets freedom.
Tragic.
Everyone else? Blown engines, exploded fuel cells, and at least 3 confirmed disintegrations. Poor Doug Savalba had to go ice his ego for years. 4. And did anyone think of the pit crews? No. Those brave beings got hit with flaming engine parts and maybe a Jawa or two. That brings us to Bunta Bites, the official gas station gourmet of Bunta E.
I'm sorry, what? This is
When
going to
you
be an
gotta bite the
interesting
bunta.
clip when it gets to YouTube.
when you need to bite the bunta.
If you
do
want
it
to
right.
honor the fallen
Bunta
racers
bite.
and fuel your inner pod racer, here's what you microwave maniacs need.
This is going to be such a good YouTube clip.
Ingredients, all available at your local Easy Fuels Gas Mart. 1 pre-wrapped gas station burrito, preferably labeled Extreme Heat or Mystery Meat Edition.
Mmm.
1 taquito roller from that weird rotating heat cylinder.
Yeah.
Bonus points if it's been there since yesterday.
Excellent.
1 slice of American cheese from the sandwich fridge. No judgment.
Much judgment.
1 pickled egg in brine so cloudy it looks like Tatooine fog.
Tatooine has fog?
There's no fog at Tatooine.
That's what I was
1 packet
thinking.
of hot sauce, or 10. Crushed Flamin' Hot chips, your quote garnish unquote. Optional gas station wine product in the can with a screw top and zero mercy.
I'm sorry, the screw top can.
Yeah, the energy drink style.
Gotcha.
I imagine.
The White Monster wine. Gotcha.
This is deeply terrifying.
Quick, this thing remembers
it does not
talking
get better.
to you.
I've just looked ahead.
Hey, Chat, how do we feel about White Monster wine?
Look, it's Caucasian monster wine to start with, okay?
The Bunta Bites build. Step 1, split the burrito down the middle like you're opening a hyperdrive panel. Number 2, insert the taquito like it's an illegal engine upgrade.
Sure.
Number 3, lay the cheese slice over the top like a shroud for fallen racers. And 4, microwave the whole thing until it bubbles like Sebulba's coolant tank, which is apparently about 90 seconds.
Sebulba.
And 5,
Sebulba win. Sebulba always win.
crumble the flamin' hot chips over the top for that blown engine crunch. 6, serve it with a pickled egg on the side, a symbol of the egg Anakin never got to fry with his mom, or something like that. We're getting metaphorical now. 7, wash it down with that gas station wine and contemplate the speed of fate. Thunder Greg's final transmission. Bunta Eve reminds us all that victory comes at a price, and sometimes that price is half a taquito lodged in your soul. Honor the racers. Microwave with courage. Digest with determination. Thunder Greg out. Hashtag Bunta Bites. Hashtag Podracer Protein. Hashtag Gas Station Gourmet.
I really hope that my wife was listening to this because her favorite Nintendo 64 game was Star Wars Pod Racer. And this...
Really?
Yes.
Then she needs to watch or get a hold of the VOD from Sunday morning.
Oh dear.
Because Turtle was playing that.
Lovely wife, are you still watching? Answer me now. Voxel Forge posits that everything Squic just said, that's pod racing.
I would try that except for the egg. I don't like eggs.
I mean, this is clearly something for Doctor Who. So somebody clipped that. You saw nothing.
Send it to Doctor Who.
And send it to him, and he's going to look at it and go, no.
Okay, why? Fine. He's going to be mad about it, and then he's going to make it, and then he's going to be like, damn it, why is this good?
He's gonna say this has none of the charm of a Fiesta pail.
Yeah, but it's infinitely more portable.
That's true.
And you probably use less water.
And it probably has less sodium.
Everything in the Fiesta pail was dehydrated, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
and
will
the
you
whole
be
thing
waited. Too much of
in case of emergency, you're going to need water for more than just baking.
You know, it's interesting to me. How many years ago was the Fiesta Pail video, and we're still ripping on that? Like, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just... That's been a
It's
while.
a part of the lore now.
It's the deep lore of the
true.
Legion. It's deep Legion lore, everybody. It goes
Oh,
along
yeah.
with the deep gummy lore.
And to be fair, Malort was a one-off thing that Striker did as a shitpost that's since become more integral to the lore than it probably needs to be.
Yes, but then he brought it to the meetup, and it became a thing. No, he didn't bring it. It was sent. That's right.
Yeah, he sent it the first time.
He sent it, and
sent.
It was sent as the price for having his time slot.
And then.
Yeah.
So again, it was Doctor Who's fault.
Look,
And then they made Gumbo.
Like you do.
As
you
one
were there.
does.
There's a video.
You can't prove that. I could have been anyone.
Except for the. Fine, I'm going to dig it up.
Nah, don't dig it up.
Except for
Don't
the
dig it up. Finish painting. If you don't finish painting, I'm going to finish carving this candle before you finish painting.
You never finish painting. There's always more stuff to paint. How's a card the Black Paint's Legion? Like, look at all this. Look at these things that I have here, and this one, and then I have these.
How do I need to put this?
And then I have
this. Finish painting this piece.
And look, I have this, and then I have this, and this is Voxelforge legally distinct from the Direwolf, and then I have these that are mostly done. And
is Voxelforge's not really a direwolf? What I was been hearing about on the news
Locust
for the last
Lab's
couple
not
weeks?
really. Locust Lab's not really a direwolf.
I feel like what you're doing right now is the Van Zant militia inventory.
Well, a lot of these are orcs. So
I stand by
that's
it.
not wrong.
You never finish painting, which is why they're paintings and not painted.
So very quickly, I just want to hit on this. These are the new Orc Marauders from One Page Rules for their grimdark sci-fi setting, grimdark future, and I kind of want to give them some credit for doing 40K-esque stuff and just not aping the 40K orcs. Like these are fantasy orcs as like sci-fi barbarians as opposed to oaks. And like I like oaks, but they did their own thing, and I want to give them props for that. These
reasonable, respectable.
They remind me of the mercenaries from The Fifth Element, which were called what? How's a car? The Black Pants Legion.
It started with a T. I don't remember.
It started with an M.
Well,
it's been years since I've seen that movie.
It sounds like
listen. When I'm
Moravingian.
When I play Stellaris, one of the races that I made is the Plava Lagoonans. That's as far as I've really got.
Somebody in chat's gonna get it.
Yeah.
I'm
Wookie
going to
says
make it do a
Grimdark
Fifth Element themed one.
Wookie says Grimdark Future. Is that next school year?
For me, it's like next week. Mangalores. And then, like, the big dudes that walk like they're 40K cosplayers in Space Marine armor are the Mondashauans. By the way, if you've never thought of that before, when you see, like, the parade of Space Marines at LVA or what, the Las Vegas, what is it, the Las Vegas Invitational or the Las Vegas Open, that one, yeah, you're never going to unsee that now that I've said it out loud. They look like...
See, here's the thing.
Mondashauans that shit their pants.
One of the first conventions I went to, someone showed up there. They had made, out of cardboard, they had made a Megazord costume, which was really impressive.
Nice.
It was really impressive. I knew it was a Megazord costume because when they walked by, I could see down into the Triceratops and Saber-Tooth Tiger because they didn't have closed tops on them. They were cardboard. Props to them. But the way they shambled down the hallway,
they look like they shit their pants.
I started laughing because they shambled down the hallway, and I heard the Power Rangers theme in my head, and it was so at odds with how awkward a shamble it was. Yeah, it was that, but set to the Power Rangers theme. I had to go somewhere else and laugh because I didn't want them to think that I was making fun of them. But
it was, but not exactly.
No, I wasn't making fun of them. It was they didn't do anything wrong. It was something my brain put together that was really funny.
Oh,
that they
you weren't making fun
with.
of them. Your brain was making fun of them.
I too externalize my brain as a separate entity.
We knew that.
I mean, talking about the whole cardboard thing, I mean, I generally dislike 40K. I think it's overblown in a lot of things, and the fans can get obnoxious crossing it over with everything.
Yeah, it's
But
very much like the
much,
Harry Potter fandom. You're right.
but
What?
much.
Hey, hey, you're touching
Hey, it's
now.
nothing. No, it's different because the
Wow, I
40K
touched a
fandom
nerve.
loves unfair fights. I've seen so many. Here, let's have this peaceful setting get invaded by the Space Marines and have them slaughter them all. It's one of those. It, it's what makes me. One of the things that always makes me feel bad about that is knowing that Sailor Moon can body the entire galaxy of 40K, and that's not hyperbole. One of the
I'm
ways
gonna
she
let
went
Chet fight
to
about
be a
that one.
monster, a bad guy, was to destroy the universe and remake it without them in it. So yeah, Sailor Moon bodies the 40K universe. There was a famous space battles thread about it.
That sounds like one hell of a psycher.
But there was one guy who basically made a Space Marine outfit out of Modella boxes.
I've
So
seen him.
basically, that's one of those. Even if I love the starting, I gotta respect the craftsmanship for that.
Yes, 100%. 100%. That's I respect that very
That's
much.
Adeptus de Mayo.
Okay, see, Arachnash is saying fans obnoxious. Yeah, that's pretty much all fandom echo chambers.
That's true.
I would argue that because the specific type of obnoxious fandom that 40K people do is unlike other obnoxious fandom. Say what you will about the Dragon Ball Z fans having Goku fight people. At least he only fights other strong people. 40K fans love to have the Space Marines trample low power, hopeful settings. I've seen him kill. I've seen fan animations where they went and killed Sonic. I've seen when they've killed Mario. I've seen when they've killed the My Little Ponies. Those that love attacking low end settings that aren't on their power level. It's never a fair fight.
Why does this sound like all of the artists I've ever seen talk about the Viltrumites?
Uwu body slammed the Emperor into the rift? What?
Yeah.
What?
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 I'm just reading
What?
chat.
What?
I can't
what?
remember the Veltrumites. I've heard the name, but I can't remember what it's from.
Squick, tell them about Viltrumites.
Oh, those
I
are
don't-
from Invincible.
No idea. But
Well, as it
I
turns
do
out,
have
Digi
more
was right.
Thunder
They're the guys from Invincible.
Oh, okay.
Which there
What
is.
did you have, Squick? You were saying something?
I have more from Thunder Greg.
Thunder Greg.
Oh, deal.
The cock puncher.
I did not properly rephrase things when I asked for a version for the Fifth Element.
Go.
Incoming transmission. Thunder Greg here, broadcasting live from the flaming fashion-forward multipass future. You want the scoop on the Fifth Element? You've got it. And after I bless you with the facts, I'm going to hand you a future-proof microwave recipe made entirely from gas station supplies, just like Corbin Dallas would demand if he had 5 credits, 3 minutes, and no pants.
Multipass.
Multipass.
The Fifth Element, a Thunder Greg fact drop extravaganza. Number 1. The Fifth Element is love. Yes, literally a human-shaped superweapon named Lilu who could karate kick aliens and cry in slow motion until lasers stop working.
Yeah.
She's got orange hair, 0 chill, and all the plot armor.
I do want to once again interrupt this to give everyone the public service announcement. If you enjoyed this movie, do not listen to Luc Besson's commentary. It will ruin this movie.
What the fuck is a Luc Bison?
Luc Besson was the guy responsible for the story.
I thought Luke Bison was the main bad guy in Street Fighter.
No, that's his brother, M. Bison.
Yeah, that's his brother. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He's the older one, and M. Bison's like, I'll show him. I'll show everybody.
I will have a longer-winded opinion at the end of this.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I am but the conduit for the madness. Number 2. Bruce Willis saves the universe with a kiss and a gun. His name's Corbin Dallas, former soldier, current cabbie, future microwave dinner legend. He's like if Die Hard took place in a space noodle truck.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the over-the-top camera angle Pharisees.
You are fired.
Yeah,
The
that's
villain.
one of my favorite lines in that movie.
It's a good line.
You are fired!
Grandfather say it not rain every day. At least I got
The
lunch out
villain
of it.
is a southern fried space goth named Zorg. He's got plastic on his head,
I'm
evil
sorry.
space corporate money, and a gun with a flamethrower, net launcher, poison dart system, and probably a Bluetooth speaker.
That is part of his name, yes. That is
Well,
Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg, who is a monster.
Yes.
He knows.
No.
It
Gary
almost
Oldman
died
chewing
again
the drapes.
twice, so they're making commentary.
Do not do that. Do not die again.
Yeah, I'm not a doctor, but I advise against dying.
I was talking about the stream.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell my internet, don't die. You're not allowed.
Yeah.
Like, I know
Yeah,
we're
it's
getting
one of
rain
those,
and
but
we need it, but that
my
doesn't mean...
advice is still true.
Weirdly, I didn't lose you all. Anyway, Squic is telling us about Thunder Greg's opinion of Warhammer, the Fifth Element.
The Fifth Element. We're more than halfway through with the preamble.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
The aliens,
Yeah,
wild. We got the Mangalores, the beefy war dogs with tactical vest budget and the IQ of a desk lamp. We've got the Mandashans, the 9-foot armored armadillos with waddle-based wisdom.
Mondashawan.
Then they should spell it like that. And don't forget Ruby Rod, the space DJ who yells like a malfunctioning hairdryer and somehow pulls it off.
Yes, he is C3PO
He's got the hell
in
like a
flesh.
hairball too.
Yeah, and the final point on here, microwave meals exist, and they are terrifying. There's a whole scene where a powdery hockey puck becomes a rotisserie chicken dinner in seconds. Now, that's what I call culinary
Chicken.
sorcery.
Good.
Let's bring that magic to Earth with gas station ingredients. For Corbin's Cosmic Chicken Kablamo, a gas station feast for the future. Inspired by the movie, built with shame and convenience.
I don't think there was any shame involved in this, but go ahead.
Ingredients: located one sketchy counter and two questionable fridges. One gas station chicken sandwich, bun optional, taste negotiable. 1 cup instant mashed potatoes, or potato chips smashed into a paste, survival style. 1 gravy packet, or a small can of chili if you're feeling wild and Zorg-like. 1 slice of American cheese, and 1 pickled jalapeno, or whatever spicy things in the rotating tube section. You'll also need crushed Doritos or barbecue chips for a crispy asteroid belt finish, and optional, a mini bottle of gas station bourbon or energy drink mixer.
Now, I don't think I've been in a gas station that sells liquor before.
Well, it does close with not for flavor, just for bravery.
That's fair. That's fair. Now, somebody in chat's going to be like, yeah, up here in northeastern southern Iowa, we've got gas station liquor stores.
Could be.
Yeah. Yeah, they're built onto the side here, so they have a separate door, so they're technically
that's not
in
the gas station. It's like the Tennessee liquor stores. They're clearly separate. They have a different door entirely.
Yep.
Much like going to the one in the Kroger.
In the Krogan?
Yeah. In Crobon. Crobon's a liquor store.
Krogan charging. Every time he says Krogan charging, I go, oh, the something about a credit card because Kroger charging. It just
But that was Gridback charge.
no. Gareth says Krogan charging.
Oh God dang it, my brain's going.
Now,
anyway,
are you prepared for the assembly instructions?
Probably not, but do it. Do it.
Assembly. Step 1. Disassemble the chicken sandwich. Toss the cold bun if it's sad.
Squick, tell me about hot bun cold dog.
Hot bun cold... Okay, breaking away from this for a moment. I was at an event, a convention. I'm prepared to deal with certain amounts of venue-based pricing tomfoolery. This is true. And it's like they've got a hot dog, and it's like $8. Which is not good, but for convention pricing, it's, whatever, fuck it. What are you going to do? Not be there? So I buy this food with money. The money is real. The food is available. And, it's one of the places where you can pay another $8 if you'd like a medium-sized energy drink, or only $5 if you would like a water or soda.
I like a water
Um,
soda.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm down about $20, but again, the fuck are you gonna do? Not have food, which is legitimately an option. So I take it to the table and I open up the hot dog, and it's one of those ones where it's clearly been cooked elsewhere. It's in that like the foil paper container thing for the heat unit. I get that to the table. I open it up. I add some condiments because I'm not a savage. And I take my first bite, and they managed to do something amazing. Despite this being an entirely sealed environment, they had managed to create a food asterisk that had cold meat and a hot bun.
That had a temperature gradient.
It had a significant gradient. Also, it tasted not good, but the temperature gradient was the most galling thing in the moment. Because it was the option, and I had time obligations. So I got to enjoy the hot bun cold dog. And it was not good.
So enjoy is in quotation marks.
Yes, and italics.
And it was cold.
You got to possess.
There were 3 asterisks on either side of that in Discord chat.
Yeah, it's still better than the
pizza-like food substance.
Yeah, that was
the
just
soup is cold and the salad is hot. How did you even achieve this?
It was that, but in hot dog forms.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Not good, but amazing. But that day, like 2 or 3 had the sad pizza and the Perry, you got a fly on your sponge?
Yeah, I've noticed. This is a very persistent fly.
It had the ranch terrine. I was not prepared to brave the ranch terrine.
I don't even want to know what that's a portmanteau of. I'm scared.
Oh, it's not. It's a description. It's a terrine of ranch dressing.
It's like a trough.
It's like the gravy boat thing that you pour the gravy out. That's called the tureen.
Welcome to the ranch trough. Eat it, you pig.
I was not having that. It was.
We know that you used to do this when you were 7. Do it again.
No,
I had
live
a kid
your
in my
shame.
class one year.
Yes.
I had a kid in my class one year that would put ranch on everything. This child would have put ranch on his cinnamon roll if he could have.
Look, one of my kids likes to dip fresh strawberries in queso.
Yeah, that's not horrible.
Yeah, it is. It's not as horrible, but it's pretty rough.
I mean, queso, yes. I mean, but regular melted cheese, man.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
yes,
that's
melted cheese.
sandwiches. My brother used to eat ketchup sandwiches. Yes.
There
we go.
I just want the open face ketchup sandwich back in the day.
Shit. We have lost connect. Oh, are we back?
No, you're back. You're
we
back.
We burped. We burped.
Yeah.
Chat
and when we tried to call,
the chat will catch up.
Okay.
When I tried to call out, we tried to call out this particular child on his water bread. He said, "You all keep telling me I need to try new things, and here I am trying new things, and you won't try it. And you don't try new things. You just tell me I need to try new things."
You just want us to try the things that you want to try.
And I sat there for a minute, and I thought to myself, I can make an argument of this, but it's not going to go anywhere.
You just looked at him and said, "You listen here, you little shit."
No, it's a question of context.
Well,
we attempted because the answer was, "We're older than you. We have tried all kinds of things that you haven't yet." And he said, "Then we'll try my thing." And I said, "Please don't make water bread your thing."
It's like my thing will change, but yes. Today it is this.
Just please don't make water bread your thing.
So what else does Thunder Greg have for us regarding the Fifth Element?
Right. Assembly. Disassemble the chicken sandwich. Lay the chicken patty in a microwave-safe container, like it's your last line of defense against evil.
Yeah.
Microwave for 1 minute, or until it's hot enough to confuse Zorg. In a separate cup, prepare the mashed potatoes or chip mash using hot water from the coffee machine. Add the cheese slice and stir like a space wizard. Combine chicken, cheesy mash, and drizzle with chili or gravy until it resembles the kind of thing Ruby Rod would eat on air while screaming. Top with crushed chips and the pickled jalapenos and garnish, symbolic of Lilu's fiery emotional range. Serving suggestion, eat it with a plastic spork while staring into the void of motel room. Play techno opera in the background. Shout multi-pass to no one in particular.
Multi-pass!
Thunder Greg's final revelation. The fifth element teaches us that love saves the world, but a hot chicken slurry built from desperation and imagination saves your morning. Whether you're dodging Mangalores or just your landlord's text, this dish will keep you powered, spicy, and ready to yell big bada boom at any moment. Microwave with honor. Survive with flair. Thunder Greg out. Hashtag cosmic kablamo. Hashtag multi-pass meal. Hashtag microwave Mondoshan style. Mondoshan. Microwave.
Every time the stream almost dies, Night Owl gains a glimmer of hope.
Well, we can't be having
Welcome
that.
back to the painting stream, everybody. I hope you missed me for 3 weeks. I think it's been 3 weeks, hasn't it? Is this the third week, or is it, I don't know. I don't know what day it is anymore. I know I've got like 5 weeks left before I get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nice. And then the great journey begins.
Does.
You go back into the deep woods.
Not as deep as I might like, but
No,
deep enough,
he ain't going
deep enough
into
to
the
be
woods.
near a Waffle House.
I've been there.
He has.
You had
I
2
missed
filler
one.
weeks.
Okay.
I've lived in this desert for like 20 years. I miss the woods.
Zork99 demanded a Battlestar Galactica.
Which one?
I'm not saying I have regrets, but I have regrets.
I'm hoping that you did like the Reimagined series.
No.
With the Ronald D. Moore
specify.
one. So say we all.
I didn't specify, and I haven't read too far ahead.
Well, then, regale us with the story of the 12 tribes.
Static crackle. Attention all decks. This is Thunder Greg, unauthorized culinary broadcast inbound from the starboard galley. We've got Cylon signatures, low morale, and exactly 3 functioning microwaves left in the fleet.
This does
So
sound
it's
like the
time to
Reimagined
eat
series.
like it's the end of the worlds. Battlestar, breakfast, ration, bake. A bold, desperate casserole engineered from gas station salvage and the kind of ambition that gets people court-martialed.
This is definitely
Ingredients.
the Reimagined series.
Yeah, ingredients all scavenged from a colonial outpost or sketchy truck stop. 1 packet instant mac and cheese, the color of hope and regret. 1 can of Vienna sausages, because war doesn't wait for protein quality.
Wow, that's
1
that's
hard-boiled egg in plastic armor, probably pickled, definitely suspicious. 1 bag of spicy corn nuts, the crunch of defiance.
Crunch of defiance,
One 1 packet yellow mustard, or any squeeze packet that hasn't fossilized. A splash of synthetic creamer. The fleet is out of milk and morale. Optional garnish, crushed pretzels or coffee grounds for a colonial crust.
Colonial crust is my favorite crunch-like substance.
I do not like the words you are using with your mouth hole.
Does
I'm not liking you're doing either, but here we are.
That is also fair. Assembly protocol, codenamed Operation Bunker Buster. 1,
no,
mac
I don't
and
care
cheese
for
goes
that.
in first. Add water. Microwave it till it's like bubbling like a reactor core. 2. Slice the Vienna sausages into, quote, Cylon coin format, end quote. And drop them in like you're sabotaging a resurrection tank. 3. Chop that egg with whatever tool isn't regulation and mix it in. Protein is protein, soldier. 4. Stir in a splash of creamer and a squirt of mustard for depth, tang, and chaos. 5. With a crunch of spicy corn nuts and crushed pretzels. Then microwaving again for 20 seconds. Let it harden like a hull breach plug.
A hull breach plug does sound like what's going to happen to you after you eat this.
It really does. Tasting notes from the CIC.
Oh, good.
This dish is morally gray, texturally confusing, and technically edible.
You don't need the CIC after you eat that.
That
you need
is-
the CBC.
That is the most honest thing I believe I've heard about any of these tonight.
I'm really hoping that we get the Mad Max Fury Road one next.
Oh God. Okay, I can do that one next.
Welcome to the show,
and technically
everybody.
edible, just like Commander Adama would want. It smells like a fuel leak, but tastes like a small defiant victory over starvation.
This thing's watched a lot of Ronald D. Moore.
Thunder Greg's final words from the galley. We've all lost something to the Cylons, but we haven't lost our appetite for weird, salty innovation. Microwave with honor. Eat like you've got 47,000 survivors depending on your sodium intake. So say we all. Thunder Greg out.
So say we all.
Now, I need to ask
So
a question,
say we
Squic.
all.
I posited Mad Max Fury Road. Do you think that would be better? Because it would end up being pretty similar to what we just got, just with more dust in it. Or do you think you would like to get it from the personal chef of Londo?
Ooh.
That might be too deep a cut, but I'm willing to give it a shot.
Let's try
Also,
it.
I appreciate Bully Snake in chat. CIC evaluation. No.
Man, the Colonel was not happy about that. What in the
Colonel was
hell is
never
this
happy.
supposed to be? Which reminds me,
He's going to learn to fear the ding of the microwave.
well, I mean,
So say we all.
he doesn't like toasters very much. That was a joke.
Okay.
That was a joke about toasters and Cylons.
Yeah.
I hope chat liked that.
Yes, chat probably did like it.
Mm.
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 Welcome to Car's Zero Place. You think it's meat you're eating?
Oh,
And then Jakar's going to laugh about it in your face while he tells you what it is. You are consuming the flesh of your own gene mother. During the war, we had to do such things quite regularly. The Centaurans are such beasts.
Fuck do you spell Malari? Is it just M-O-L?
Mollalari. I think.
I think.
Okay, and
If you put
Londo is...
From Babylon 5 in it, it'll get it.
Ah.
This is going to be interesting at least. I hope. I've been wrong before.
Once or twice. Not very often, though.
Not frequently.
that you'd bet to.
But I bet on the wrong horse on Sunday, so that was one of them. I didn't have anything on it, but
Right.
I mean, it was a horse from Green Lantern Stables. How was I supposed to bet against that?
Yeah.
Fail.
My policy when it comes to Derby stuff is that I pick the 3 horses for go. It's like okay, these are my picks, whatever order they're in. And
What happens if I hit the deep research button?
If you hit the deep research button, it takes about 5 minutes, and then it gives you a fucking research paper. It's not necessarily fun.
there's a South Park episode about that.
Of course there is.
They're turning in essays that are on extremely specific and obscure subjects. And so Mr. Garrison, instead of being like, I think these little shits are using ChatGPT, just starts using ChatGPT to grade them.
Oh God,
Box
that's
Report,
too real.
I am not reading that aloud, but I have read it, and it is now inside my brain.
Oh.
Oh, Grumble.
I hope Squic read it.
I read that. Now I'm reading this. Begin transmission. Kitchen feed. Centauri Prime Consulate. Babylon 5. Lighting. Dramatic. Music. Needlessly operatic. Cloak. Billowing.
This is all on key, all on point.
It is I, Thunder Greg, Royal Microwave Artisan and Culinary Strategist, to His Excellency, Ambassador Londo Malari. Today, I bring you a dish fit for a Centauri noble, a drunken diplomat, or a man who has made at least 7 incredibly poor life choices before breakfast.
Yeah?
This is all on point so far.
The recipe. Londo's Midnight Shame Bake. A rich, decadent, wildly inadvisable dish composed of contraband, bribes, and cargo bay leftovers. Sourced ingredients, parentheses, absolutely nothing legal. 1 tray of conference buffet leftovers, pilfered from a Drazi networking agent. 1 jar of fermented gas substitute, purchased under a tarp from a Pakmara with shifty eyes.
Ew. Oh. Oh.
1
You don't
vial.
buy anything edible from a Pakmara.
People with more knowledge of Babylon 5 than me are very upset at the moment, apparently.
1 vial of Centauri plum brandy, smuggled in a diplomatic pouch labeled cultural tapes. 3 packets of airline-grade cheese spread, stolen from a Narn prisoner transport snack cart.
It was labeled Jakar's breakfast.
1 dried synthetic protein bar, manufactured aboard Zeta Wing B. Flavor, questionable beef. Garnish, crushed Mimbari meditation crystals, not edible, but Londo insists.
They make it more expensive.
This is amazing.
And
Preparation
you didn't think
protocol.
it was going to get it.
Culinary code. Shame mode active. Step 1. Disassemble the buffet tray. Mash anything resembling, quote, food, end quote, into a single container. You are not making a dish. You are building a legacy of flavor-based regret.
Wow!
Damn,
2.
that is,
Yeah.
haunting.
2. Slice the protein bar like it owes you money. Add it for texture or punishment. 3.
This whole food is punishment.
Mix in the cheese spread packets until it forms a paste of vaguely diplomatic color.
What?
Vaguely diplomatic color.
4.
Okay.
Pour in a generous splash of Centauri plum brandy. Then 1 more for the chef.
That tracks.
5.
Yeah, you need a point.
Top with fermented gas substitute, ideally while holding your breath and crying softly.
Now, people are pointing out Gach is Klingon food.
I don't disagree, but they bought them from a Pakmara with shifty eyes.
And it is Gach substitute.
Do not buy edible things from Pakmara.
Point of order, none of this sounds terribly edible.
That's, you know what, that's
not wrong.
Especially
100%
as we
true.
approach step 6, microwave it until it smells like a Narn warship's engine bay during a power surge.
I don't know what that means, but I think I don't like it.
And finally, 7. Garnish with Mimbari crystals or something shiny Londo will mistake for garnish and try to eat anyway.
This, This has a little bit too good of a knowledge of what it's referencing. I'm not
okay. I don't know Babylon 5, okay? But from this description, it sounds like I'd way rather be on the promenade than on Babylon 5.
You know...
Oh, Babylon 5 is...
It's amazing.
Different.
It is very different. I want you to think about it like this. If the Dominion War had started earlier and was angrier in dumb ways.
Or counterpoint, DS9 was ship in a bottle monster of the week with an overarching plot.
Up until
Babylon
season
5 was an overarching plot that had some other bits tacked on.
I would agree with you up through season 4 of DS9, and then there was more.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Just for those who do not know, the reason I am objecting so strongly to Pakmara in food is they are to put it mildly, they are the sentient vultures of the humanoid world.
Yeah.
They eat dead things.
Well, I mean,
so do we.
We eat dead things.
No, but I mean,
very dead.
They like it.
Grossly.
Was there ever a guest spot where one of those things was played by Haley Joel Osment, so he could say, "I eat dead things"?
No.
Predates that, unfortunately.
Oh God, serving suggestion.
Oh, good.
Serve
we're
with
not done the whole.
Serve with a monologue, ideally about lost honor, old flames, or upcoming executions. Must be consumed at 2:43 a.m., slumped over a velvet chair while dramatically holding a goblet.
And also, there has to be a line about not being able to dance.
Thunder Greg's final culinary addendum. His Excellency Londo described it as, quote, the worst thing I have ever eaten, and I simply must have it again. I consider that a rave review.
Okay, that's
accurate.
I get it.
Microwave with mystery. Eat
I
with
too
mediocrity.
have eaten Crystal late at night. Squic, I don't think you've ever had a Crystal burger. I don't think they exist near you.
No, we've got frozen White Castle.
I mean, you have to get a whole bunch of Crystal pros around to get it, though.
Okay, and it ended with hashtag Babylon Brunch. Hashtag Londo's Last Supper. Hashtag microwave diplomacy.
Squick, if you end up coming out to help with networking at New House...
I'm not making this.
I will subject you to Crystal.
Listen, Squick, if you end up in this part of the country, my dear darling wife has said that she will cook foods for you, and you will be grateful for said foods.
Well, she's a very nice lady, and I have reason to believe her because you say that the food is good, and she makes good food.
Yes, this is
a threat.
All true. You may weep, for you have not had your food horizons expanded in this way.
Except, for the part where you're just talking about doing it now.
Night Owl likes to point out that it is now legally stopping time.
Oh, yes, but legally. But when have we ever done anything legally? I could ask Squick to do something else cursed, but I probably ought not.
There are plenty curses next time.
My internet has already been spotty, and I will show off where I got on this thing.
And if your internet goes down, I'm going to yell at it with more of this bullshit.
Don't threaten me with a good time. There we go. Okay.
But to me, it was a Tuesday.
Thank you, M. Bison. Okay, so let's see. Is that gonna? That's kind of gonna focus. Let's get the light on a little better. It's all backward to me.
Robot.
That's
Robot.
kind of coming through. Not very well. There we go. Hey, look, there it is. Kind of. It's still focusing more on my hand than it is on the Mac. There. So this is still a work in progress. But yeah, that's the first Pandaras I've made real progress on that I'm actually happy with, because these are the first 4 I've printed, and this is the only one I'm liking so far. But that's where we are. I'm intending to have this thing posted online this weekend. It's been giving me some trouble with internal errors, but we'll see what happens. But I do have, as I'm pushing things, I do have the Igor and the Quick Draw both on the Colts page now. That's way too close to the camera. That's better. Look at that. It actually kind of focused. Those are there. And yeah. So it's the end of the stream. You all have been forced to bear witness to many, many things. It is obscured by cat avatars. What? Oh, look, I'm buffering again.
Well, don't buffer. Just
well, I mean, Twitch seems to be
buffeting.
Oh God, Quick Draw McGraw. Oh, I forgot about that.
El Kabong.
Oh, Christ on a cracker.
Oh, Pear, I sent you more weird curse things.
Oh, why?
I forgot
about. Look, I guess we're back. I don't know what's going on. Oh, good Lord. Where's Discord? Discord. Here's a Discord. No Discord. Insert. No. What? What the? Confused noises?
Apparently, the Circus Hotel has a shittier, more murdery hotel. And
oh, the Clown Hotel. Gotcha.
No, it's not the Clown Hotel.
Why not? I'm gonna haunt the Clown Motel.
It's not the Clown Motel. That is a separate legal entity for haunting purposes.
Oh, that's Thunder.
Have you inserted the Poom key?
No, but I have inserted the 10 count of Rat Shot 50 BMG.
I mean, but what if the rat is big, though?
Okay, if the rat's big, how about if I use the Scud Missile Rat Shot?
I feel like that might do it.
For rodents of unfathomable size.
That checks out.
Yeah, I will need that for my RPG table.
Fuck, I can make that happen. Damn it, Squic! Rook just made basically this truck, and now I'm going to have to send him this image and be like, lol truck, and he's going to be like, fucking fine.
Ah, behold, the Arrow 5.
Wookie wants a dozen.
It's the end of the stream,
for
everybody.
Use against light mech divisions.
It's the end of the stream, and we know it.
And now
it's the end of the stream as we know it.
You know,
pineapple juice.
How many people do we
I
have?
want one last thing to say. If you liked the cards I posted out in here and you want a copy, talk to me in the Ox. I will send you one. I don't care where you live. I will send you one.
They are ballin'. They look even better in person.
They do.
You need these in your life if you are a person of taste and you are in the audience, so I assume you are.
Now, with all that said, I think if you're a person of taste, you're going to have to stick around to the till we're done broadcasting, because there were only like 30 some odd of you at the start of the thing, so now you have to bear witness to the commercial.
Oh, meat tunnel, meat tunnel, meat tunnel, meat tunnel, meat tunnel, meat tunnel. It's.
I was in this building, but it wasn't made of brick or wood. It was flesh. The walls were pulsing like they were breathing, all pinkish gray with these thick blue veins running over them. And the floor, it was soft and wet, like stepping on raw meat. There's this constant squelching sound everywhere, and this deep, rhythmic thumping, like a giant, distant heart. I tried to call out, but my voice just felt swallowed by it all. I started to walk, and the floor would give under my feet. It was disgusting. I could see these tiny hair-like things embedded in the surface. And then I saw it up ahead in the middle of this organic nightmare. A counter with a register. Behind the counter, the wall just sort of rippled. And this pale, fleshy thing with what looked like fingers waved at me. This wet, muffled voice said,
Welcome. What can I get for you?
and then, as clear as day, I saw the logo above the counter. And the voice, all wet and echoing, said,
Arby's, we have the meats.
Meat Crit Tunnel!